So you just spent $500,000 on your dental degree. Now, how do you get a job? Hi, I'm Dr. Avi. I graduated from NYU College of Dentistry in 2018. After I graduated, I worked in 10 different dental offices over the span of 2 years in the Connecticut area. I'm currently an associate for a DSO. I have a passion for sharing what I know to help others avoid the mistakes that I made, and I hope to be the positive light for new grad dentists to help them navigate their first couple of years out of school. You may be struggling to gain your footing, you may be as lost as I was, and I'm here to help you tap into your maximum potential. All right, so what do you do before you graduate dental school? First, you have to figure out, are you gonna go to a residency or are you gonna go straight to work? This is gonna dictate what your timeline looks like in terms of urgency to find a job. You can always talk to your faculty in the meantime and ask them if they or if they know anybody who's looking to hire an associate dentist. You can also see if there's an alumni program in your school that you can connect with dentists who have graduated before you to see if they or people that they know are looking for dentists as well. You can reach out to upperclassmen. They might be in jobs that are looking to add associates, or they might know of people also looking to add associates. As you can see, don't be afraid to ask people questions about work. It is a totally normal concept, and in the real world, people are always looking for talent like yourself. Look up local clinics in the area that you want to live in. This is going to help you get a feel for what's out there, and then give them a call. Ask them, hey, are you guys hiring an associate dentist? They're either going to say yes or no, and based off of that answer, you move forward. If they say yes, you're going to send them your resume, and if they say no, it's okay, move on to the next clinic. I found so many jobs by doing this, just simply calling. It is very, very common concept and very easy to do. So great way to find a job. Just pick up the phone and call. Now, if you are going into residency, this is something that I did not do per se, but I do have friends that did go this route. And I can give you a couple tips in terms of how to go about this whole process. So my friends that went to residency, they said that they talked to their faculty in the residency program and they helped connect them with dentists in the area that were looking for associates. This is a lot more personal than dental school because in residency, you have a smaller number of dentists that you're working with and you get to know them on a more personal level. So this is a great way to set yourself up for the next step. Another reason why going this route of speaking to faculty is really, really good because getting a job in dentistry for the most part is all about forming a relationship or a connection with the dentist that you're going to be working for or working with. So the better you know somebody, odds are the better situation you're going to land in. So this is always something to keep in mind when you're networking with people. My advice, simply enough, talk to as many people as you can, network with as many people as you can, and always put yourself out there. If you don't, people are not going to know who you are, okay? So you have to take that first step, and doing so will open up so many doors for you than if you were to not do anything at all. What's the worst that's going to happen if you ask somebody for a job? They're going to say no, okay? Nothing has changed in your life. You move on to the next step. But if they are looking for someone and you ask them, this now opens up the door to a number of possibilities for you. So if you're going straight to work, you got to figure out where you want to live. Once you know that, that's where you can hone in on your search. For me, I was living in New York City with Neha, she was my girlfriend then, now she's my wife. She already had a job. So for me, we both wanted to stay in the city and I just wanted to have a job that was pretty close and reasonable to get to. Now, the thing about New York is you have to have a 1-year residency to work in New York, or you need to work in another state for 2 years to make you eligible to work in the state of New York. I didn't want to do a residency. I felt confident in my skills. I wanted to get out and start working. So I chose Connecticut as my area to look to work. Looking back, if I didn't have a location preference, I would choose a city that has a lot of growth, okay? When a lot of people are moving to a city, that means lots of opportunity. And I can break that down for you very simply. If people are moving to a city, that means that there are a lot of people. When there are a lot of people, that means there are a lot of teeth. When there are a lot of teeth, that means there's a lot of opportunity for you. A bigger, more established city, there's nothing wrong with that. It just may be saturated. And when you hear saturated, all that means is there are a lot of offices in a small area and not really that much opportunity for growth or new offices to be built out. All that means is the job that you're looking for may be limited or restricted and hard to find. I'll get into that in another video, but for now, just know there's nothing wrong with a big city. You can still find a job. Just know that your expectations may have to be tapered a little bit. If you like what you're hearing, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. I'm trying to get these messages out to as many people as possible to help dentists in similar situations like yourself. So please don't forget, like, subscribe, and share. It means a lot. Thank you. A third route, you could open a practice right out of dental school. I didn't do it. I know people that did, and honestly, go for it. Why not? If you feel confident in what you learned and you feel like you want to go do your own thing, honestly, there are people that do it all the time. So don't be scared to do it. If you feel like that's the right path for you, go for it. You won't really need much information out of this video because you won't need a job, you're creating a job, and that's dope. I'll use this as an opportunity just to talk a little bit about my history, kind of my process getting my first job coming out of school. For me, I graduated, like I said, in 2018. I was going to look for jobs in Stamford, Connecticut. It's very close to Manhattan. My thought process was I could just take the train and commute back and forth. So I honed in on Stamford, Connecticut, and I just did Google searches to try to find offices that were available. So I didn't get this job through cold calling the office because when I did, they said that they weren't hiring. That was the person at the front. It's okay, that happens. Sometimes they're not all on the same page. But I didn't stop there. I tapped into my resources and network of dental supply reps, and they were more connected with the owner, and they knew that the owner of the practice was looking for an associate. So they put me in contact, and I ended up getting a Zoom interview out of this. For interviews, I plan on making another video in terms of how to prep for them. If that's something that you'd be interested in, please comment below. I'm also open to taking any suggestions of any videos. I am really just trying to help younger dentists out there kind of get their feet grounded and start on the right path in their career. After my interview, they invited me to come into the office for an in-person interview. Some offices will do a working interview. Working interview is basically where you come in, you see some patients, you do a little bit of basic treatment, and then the owner evaluates your work, and then they see if you are a fit overall, and you go from there. For me, I did not do that. So I meet with the owner, and he's just checking to see what my personality is like, wants to see if my vibe matches the vibe of the office, wants to see if I'll get along with the patients, wants to see if he'll get along with me. And overall, it's just to kind of see how I operate, how I talk and stuff like that. This is very similar to the dental school interview. The dental school interview, you're already qualified to attend the university. They just want to see how you present yourself, how you talk, stuff like that. The dentist wants to add an associate. They're just basically looking to see, will you fit into the office and how it's run, or will there be problems? So good owners are able to kind of foresee this. It's hard because there's so many variables that go into a dental office, which is why sometimes you can get staff turnover with associates. But as long as the owner knows what they're looking for and you check those boxes, you're gonna get the job. So they liked me and they offered me the job. I liked them, so I took the job. They sent me the contract. I sent the contract to my faculty and some friends that were lawyers, and they reviewed it, and I negotiated with them, and then ultimately signed it, and I started working. Where to look for a job? So the best thing you can do is go to Indeed and go on Craigslist. Search in the area that you want to work in. This is where a lot of private offices will list their dental associate positions. Yeah, so Craigslist is a little sketchy, I'm not gonna lie when I looked at it, but it's okay. The reality of the situation is that owner dentists don't have time to dress up their listing for dental associates. So it's gonna have the facts, usually office, location, name, the phone number, stuff like that, what they're looking for in an associate. You give them a call, you send in the resume, and you go from there. That's why that in-person interview is super, super crucial. Other websites that you can check are going to be the DSOs, which are the Dental Support Organization websites. Big ones kind of like Heartland. I think there's a PDS is another one, and there's some others. Those will have listings for their corporate offices. And also you can check Dental Town is a dental forum. There's a community of dentists in there that will also sometimes place ad listings for jobs. So always be sure to give those a try as well. Who do you talk to if you want to get a job? So again, networking. Talk to upperclassmen, talk to faculty in school, talk to local dentists. Drive around in the area that you want to live in, walk into the office, present yourself, say, hey, my name is Dr. Blank. I am looking for an associate position. Are you guys hiring? This is a great way to get your face in there, to really show them what you're about. It portrays confidence to be able to walk into an office and do that. People like that, okay? So that is a huge thing and will be super helpful. Dental supply company reps, they are a huge resource, and all you have to do is go on their website, whether it's Henry Schein, Patterson, there's some others that are out there, but those are two of the biggest ones. You give them a call and you just let them know, hey, I am an associate dentist, I am looking for a position, do you know of any offices in this area? They will definitely help put you in touch with the right people. You can also talk to Invisalign reps. They work similar to the dental supply reps, but Invisalign reps are also pretty connected with a lot of dentists in areas. And then specialists. Specialists may not know exactly who's hiring, but they can put you in touch with general dentists that they work with. So these are all great resources, and don't be afraid to reach out to them. So to review, you need to figure out, are you gonna go to residency, or are you gonna go straight to work, or are you gonna open up your own office, okay? From there, you need to network. Talk to everybody and anybody that you can about looking for jobs and see if people are hiring. Do extensive research on websites like Indeed, Craigslist, larger DSO organization websites. All of these things are gonna help you get in contact with people. Most importantly, believe in yourself. Look at how far you have come. Do not be afraid of this next chapter. You can do it, and I believe in you.